What's happening, Fisher? I'm your host of Que Pasa, Kilian Suarez. Today I bring to you Ashley Henriquez, a junior who's graduating early and the owner of La Salvi, which is a restaurant located downtown Rochester. She will be talking to us about how she managed being a business owner and a Fisher student. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with your interview. Welcome back to Que Pasa. I'm joined today by Ashley Henriquez-Mata. Welcome, Ashley.
Hi, Kilian. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, starting your own business is a lot of work, especially when you're a college student. So, to start us off, what is the Savi and what inspired you to create it?
Yeah, so La Savi is a restaurant that's owned by me and my mom. We sell Salvadorian and Mexican food, specifically our traditional dish, pupusas. And yeah, it's just something we've been working on for, I want to say, the past year now, and it's been a very slow process for us, but it's been very good so far, successful. It's going to be a month that we're open now, so it's great.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So, can you talk a little bit about the opening the business and what you did to help make this vision become a reality?
Yeah, so our first day actually was on Eclipse Day on April 8th, I believe, on that Monday. And it was a very stressful day because we are located in a pop-up kitchen, so we're not always there. The schedule kind of fluctuates. So first day we were there and we didn't know what to expect. We were only there for an hour and a half and it's just me and my mom cooking. We have no one else. So kind of she's my little chef and then I'm kind of the one that's like talking to people and taking the orders and kind of explaining what the menu is. And day of, I mean, we did everything to market the event and a lot of people showed out, a lot of friends, a lot of family, which was great, which is kind of what we depended on, but a lot of people walking in as well. So first day was super big hit. I mean, it was packed. We were there for an hour and a half, like I said, from 3 to 4:30, and it was busy. I mean, it was busy. Like, we were stressing out for a little bit. That 1 second, like, we were kind of looking at each other like, are we going to make it? But super great success. A lot of people were coming back and saying how great the food was, so that definitely made us really happy, and we're excited to see what more comes.
Well, I'm excited to see that too.
Thank you.
So, how do you balance running your own business while being a student here at Fisher?
Yeah, I think having a great support system. The Salvi, the kind of backstory of how it happened, the ability to push it from November when I first started it, like paper on documents. I remember it was November 1st. I went to Monroe County and I got my official papers that La Salvi is now documented within the county as a registered business, to opening it up in April, which, to be honest, it's literally a couple months, was a lot. It was stressful trying to create social media, trying to create all the government papers. Like, that all kind of like fell on me as like, I am a business student and I know how it kind of works and maneuvers. But really the support system, I mean, I had the business school that was backing me up, incredible professors and incredible deans. So they were constantly telling me like, how's it going? When's it running? When's it opening? So having kind of that support and that motivation of like, wow, like people really want this to happen, like people are waiting for it, like kind of kept me going. In regards to school, I mean, I also have a part-time job as well besides school and this, so they all were very flexible. I mean, if I had to call off for a day from work because I needed to do schoolwork or I needed to focus on the business, they completely understood. So that support group and that motivation from people really kind of pushed me through and helped me open up La Salvi.
Okay. It's always our support groups that make us continue more.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Be very rooted in what we want.
Mm-hmm.
So, was there anything you learned here at Fisher that helped you start your own business? You talk a little bit about the business school and how they were helping you through this.
Yeah, so from the get-go, I mean, the reason I came to Fisher is because of my entrepreneurial mindset. I always said from the beginning, I don't want to work for people. I want to create my own business. Although this restaurant business, I created it more for my mom and her having her own business. It's not mine forever. Eventually I want to create something of my own, but that kind of mindset of myself of yeah, I'm going to create this, it's going to happen, really helped me. My incredible professor, I want to give him a shout out, Dr. Chance Miles. He is the entrepreneur in residence at the moment at the School of Business. He helped me from the beginning. From the beginning, I took his class my fall semester this year, and it was entrepreneurship and innovation. It was a new class, like a topic class that we were doing for my major, and I took it with him. And I knew him from the beginning. We introduced ourselves last year, and an incredible professor. I would go to his office and I'd be like, hey, like, I have this idea. Me and my mom have been trying to open up a restaurant, and we can't find places to lease. Like, it's really difficult. The market right now is like really just bad. Like, it's just fluctuating. Everything's really expensive. And he was helping me. He was like, well, let me help you out. He was like, I have a lot of connections within the Rochester community. Let me reach out to some of the people I know. Have you heard of the Rochester Commissary? I was like, oh no, what's that? And he was like, well, it's a pop-up kitchen. You schedule your bookings like whenever you want, you stay. It's very community based, so there's other people who are members of this kitchen who also partake in the Rochester Commissary, so it's a very shared like living community almost. And I was like, oh, okay. So he connected me. He reached out to people. Within a week, I was getting emails from like the president, Rhonda Destino, from the Rochester Commissary, and she was like, hi, Ashley, like I heard you're interested in being a member for us, and that's kind of where it took off. So Dr. Chance Miles, he's been my mentor till this day. Sometimes I text him, I'm like, Chance, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I need more help. Like, help me with the marketing, this, that. Like, I want more people to come through. Like, within this month, it's been very stressful with, you know, getting more people in the restaurant, putting our name out there. And he's been so supportive, like, almost like a family figure. So he's always been there from the get-go.
That's lovely. So where do you see the future of this business going, and what plans do you have going forward?
The plans are big. I mean, I feel like every business owner, their number one goal is expansion. Mm-hmm. We always want to get bigger, and I'm the kind of person that I don't like to just stay stagnant where I am. I always want to grow and innovate my ideas, especially within nowadays where times are changing and people's customs are changing as well, and we're starting to adapt to new ways. So that's something I'm working on. I mean, since the moment I updated my LinkedIn that I'm the owner of La Savi, I'm getting so many people contacting me about franchising, and I'm here like, oh, I don't know if this is legit or not, but a lot of people within the restaurant industry are like, oh, hey, like I see you're in the restaurant industry, so a lot of growth is coming. We already have a second location of where we might be this summer. Through connections again. I mean, the glory of connections they really get you to a lot of places. But yeah, I mean, if you tell me 5 years from now, where do I want to be? I want to be everywhere. I want La Savi to grow. I want La Savi to expand. Obviously, my number one goal is to get our own place, our own restaurant, and make it our own. I have so many ideas that me and my mom have been talking about, like decorating wise, how do you want decorating and all this stuff. So a lot of great things are coming with La Savi, and I'm just very excited.
Me too. So, talking about the growth and expansion, what difference do you hope your business can make in the Rochester area as someone that is Salvadorian, if I'm correct, and leading the Salvi, which is a Salvadorian-based restaurant that also has Mexican roots?
So within the Rochester community, I want to say there's not a lot of Salvadorians here. I mean, we're one of a few families, I guess. So opening a Salvadorian restaurant was huge. I mean, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, we're the only Salvadorian restaurant in the Rochester area. So we have been getting like a lot of people within the community who are Salvadorian. They're like, oh, like we just saw the area guys open. Like, this is amazing. Like, it was kind of like about time someone opens up a Salvadorian restaurant, almost like someone had to do it. And so I think it's great. I mean, as a Latina woman, especially like who's 20 in college, graduating early, like this is such a milestone. Like a lot of people, they're like, wow, like you already opened up your own business. Like what's next kind of thing. So I just want to give back to the community, really. I want La Savi to be a place where people from wherever, what kind of background, can come and enjoy like amazing food. With the Mexican side, I mean, my whole life I grew up with Mexicans. My mom's, all her friends are Mexicans. My mom worked at a Mexican restaurant for the longest. So from that, she was able to pick up a lot of making like typical Mexican cuisines, like the authentic taco, which a lot of people don't really know there's actually an authentic way how to make it. Flautas, which a lot of people don't know what they are either. So just bringing a lot of these cuisines, I mean, this summer is going to be a hit. We're going to come out with different specials every week for the restaurant. A lot of people have been suggesting different things like summer themed menus, and this is something that I know people are excited about, but I'm excited. I don't know what Rochester expects from us. I hope we do them justice with the food that we give them, and hopefully they enjoy it too.
Well, you only been open for a few weeks and it's already big hit, so I can only imagine how bigger you guys can get it.
Thank you. I hope.
So where can people learn more about La Salvi?
Our Instagram, I'm always active on it at La Salvi Rock. La Salvi is spelled LASALVIROC. I'm always posting on their content. Like I'm always like taking little tours. Some people don't really know where to find us because the area we're in is kind of like hidden. So I'm always taking little tour videos of where we're at. We do pop-up calendars as well because we don't have a consistent schedule because it is a pop-up kitchen. So every month I'm about to come out with May calendar probably by today of all the pop-up dates and where we're going to be in the Rochester commissary and outside of that as well.
Okay. So can you explain a little bit what is a pop-up calendar for people that are not aware of those type of restaurants or are more used to daily ones?
Yeah, so a pop-up kitchen is, so we don't have our own place per se. Like we don't have our own restaurant, we can't make our own schedule. So the Rochester commissary is, I can explain as an incubator kitchen. So a lot of people are members, like a lot of different kitchens like Northern NOLA, they're members of the commissary, Humble Eats. It's a bunch of different like small businesses that are trying to open up restaurants because the restaurant industry, it's so difficult, people don't understand. It's so hard to open up a restaurant. There's so many kind of like things you have to go through, permits you need to get, and sometimes it takes months to years to really get it going. So the commissary, it provides an opportunity for small restaurants, small business to kind of start up and get the hang of like what is a restaurant industry, what does it look like, very like to the day, high end quality kitchen materials, ovens, all that kind of stuff. It's quite beautiful in there, to be honest. So it's a pop-up, so everyone has kind of like a schedule. We all book our days of when we want to come in, when we want to go out. There's two areas, the performance kitchen, which is in the front area, like a food court almost. Like, you know how in the food court you like pass by and you order food like that to go. So that's their area, and then there's production kitchen in the back. So you can sell food from the back as like to go almost. So you kind of like schedule days of when you're going to be there. Sometimes you can be there on a Monday, and next Monday you won't be there. So the calendar helps people who want to come to La Salvi know when we're going to be there. So I tried to book everything in advance within a month. So for example, I'll give you kind of a news update of what we're doing. So I don't know if you've heard of Ibero-American Action League.
Yeah.
So it's a non-for-profit in the Rochester community that help Latinos out within the community in regards to housing, immigration, small businesses. We actually connected with Ibero, and for some reason they heard of us, and they want us to be a part of their international market, La Marqueta, on North Clinton Avenue in one of their little, how do I call it, their blue containers that they have. So we're actually going to be there every Sunday in May up to October. So every Sunday we're going to be in their festival, and this is like big because now we're somewhere else. We're not just at the Rochester Commissary, we're here. So that's kind of like a pop-up. We go there sometimes, but not. So the calendar kind of helps people understand when we're there and when we're not.
Okay. So for all people that want to try a restaurant, pay attention to the calendar.
Yes, pay attention. Like you don't want to go there when we're not there.
Exactly. Okay. So is there any advice for Fisher students who might want to open their own business one day?
Yeah, I say go for it. I mean, everything you do in life is a risk. Regardless if you're a business major or if you're not a business major, maybe you're going into medicine and you one day want to open up your own practice kind of thing. Everything's a risk. It's all about taking it. It's all about having confidence in yourself, in your worth and your ability of, well, yeah, I can do that. I feel like this entire process has been so hard. There could have been so many moments where I could have just quit. But I did it because of my confidence. I feel like I have a lot of confidence in my drive and how far I can get towards things and my ability to dream so big and all these ideas I have. I'm so eager to bring them to life. So definitely motivation, confidence, and connections. make a lot of connections, connect with your professors, because that's what I did. I connected with my professor, and he really helped. He's a big part of the opening of this restaurant. So yeah, just go for it. I mean, don't hesitate at all. If you hesitate, you stop, and you don't want to stop. You want to keep pushing, keep going, regardless of how long it takes. Everything's a process.
Everything is a process.
Yes.
Well, is there anything else that you might want to tell the audience about your restaurant or even yourself?
Yeah, I mean, come check us out. I mean, we're a small business. We always want to support our local businesses in the Rochester community, which is great because we're all starting up a business. You know, like they say, you don't see money at first. So it's a slow grind, like I say. So come check us out. Enjoy the food. This summer is going to be great. We have some events coming up, events planned. Cinco de Mayo is coming up too. So I might do something there. We don't know yet, maybe. Stay alert. But yeah, check us out.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. Ashley, thank you so much for joining us, and I wish you great success.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Que Pasa.